you're wondering how to get into a guild, or how to start your own guild, or what even a guild does, you've come to the right place. On the right hand side here on your home screen, you get to see the guild tab. When you click guild for the first time, you've got 3 options. You can join guild, create guild, or guild invite. Now, clicking the join guild is going to take you to a screen where you're going to see a bunch of other guilds that are already made, and you can actually apply to see if you can join. Some of these guilds are going to have certain power levels that you need to hit. If you can see the 700,000 here on the right hand side with Sharky-kun, you need to at the very least have that amount of power. Now, if you're not quite there yet, don't even worry about it. There are other guilds that you can join if you just keep scrolling down. Some of them don't even have a required check, and you can just join as is. Next one we have is the Create Guild. When you click the Create Guild, it's going to take you into the screen where you can make your own guild name, your guild info, and see if other players would like to join you. To create a guild, you must be at the very least level 30, and you have to pay 500 elemental medals if you want to create your own guild. On the top left-hand side is your guild name, where you can click and enter into a name that you want. You've only got 10 characters to use, so do come up with something that is not too long. On top of making your own name, you can also select your own guild badge. Depending on what you're feeling right here, you've got 8 selections to make your guild stand out. Next, you've got the guild info. This is how you're going to draw people into your guild if you are starting a new guild. Let them know a little bit about your guild and what you're trying to do. Are you a farming guild? Are you a guild who's competitive? Just let people know so they get a good idea. On the bottom side here, you've got requirements. You've got free to join where you can click it. You don't need to do anything else, or you can do a check required. Now, this is where you're going to have a certain amount of power level before anyone can even consider joining your guild. If you're deciding to check this, you can also check the total power, which it's not going to tell you to do. You just have to click on it to know. If I wanted someone who had at least 800,000 power level, this is the check level I have if anyone wants to join my guild. And finally, we got the guild bulletin. Now, this is going to be where you can post a message as a guild leader for any of your guild members to see when they click the guild tab. Whether it's you want them to use all their attacks or you just want to wish them a good day, this is where you're going to put it. When it's all said and done, you're just going to hit the create button and it's going to create a guild for you. And finally, we got the guild invite tab. So if you've not created a guild, if you've not joined a guild, there are going to be other guilds who want you to join them. When you click the tab, you get to see all the guilds that have requested you to join. Now, you get 2 options here. You get to agree or reject. It's really up to you. And as you see the guild info here, we are active, friendly, and competitive. You know I like that. We're going to go click agree, and it's going to take us into the guild. We were talking about the guild bulletin, and notice that this bulletin has 6 bounties a day. Missing 2 days equals kick, so I will get kicked if I miss my bounties for 2 days, so I got to make sure that I'm not doing any of that. Now, this screen might look a little intimidating, but there are a couple things here that we can go ahead and break down. Now, going into the guild hall, here's where you're going to find general information about the guild. You get to see all the management functions if you are of a leadership role, position assignment if you want to assign somebody. As you can see that there are all 4 right here. You've got a leader, a deputy leader, a first squad leader, and a second squad leader, and then you got the rest of the team down below. You're going to see how much contribution you have done or any of your guild members have done. So if you want to get a little bit more competitive and see how high you can stack against your own team, this is where you're going to see it. You can also take a look at the guild log on the left-hand side to kind of show you who has been funding, who has been earning those GPs, which we'll get to in just a moment. Now, as you can see on the top right-hand side, this is a guild with a current rank of A. Now, you do start off at E, which means you have the base level of only having up to 10 members. Every letter that you go up, you get 5 more members additional to add to your guild. To level up your guild, you're going to need GP, which stand for guild points. Now, how do you get guild points? Well, one way to help level up the guild is you're just going to focus on your daily donations. So make sure that you are not stingy, feeling like a Scrooge, and make sure you do your donation due diligence here. At least 100,000 on donations per day. Now, once you hit the threshold of your donations, you also get these rewards. Depending on the level you hit, as long as you're able to hit 1 million, you're able to get the maximum best rewards you can get. Now, all these rewards are always going to be random. You're not always going to get these golden ones. Some days you might get purple, and some days you might just get materials. But if you're in a guild for the long run, I guarantee you're going to get every single thing on this board at least a couple dozen times. On the top hand side, we have the energy pillar. The energy pillar is something that gives you additional buffs for your game. Now, what I mean by that is if we take a look here at the energy pylon that we activated, we have an EXP increase by 30%, and this applies to all story, event, and boss challenge stages. Once we get it to level 6, we will also get a third one that we can use. If If you are a member and you're not a guild leader, you don't have to worry about this. Your guild leader will take care of it, or anyone on that guild management team. There is a second tab called the mineral type. This is where you can select the pylons that you would like to use, and you can also level them up from here. And to level all of these up, you do have to use a certain amount of guild points to level each and every individual one up. On the bottom left hand side, you are going to see the guild boss tab. You cannot click this unless there is currently a guild boss event going on. This is where you get to fight a guild boss as a team, not at the same time. You get to fight him individually, but this is going to help you increase your score as a guild and see how high you can go on that top 100, top 200 list. The higher your rank, the better your rewards. And if you want to see guides on how to beat certain guild bosses, make sure you subscribe. Finally, we're going into the bounty lobby. Now, this is how you're going to earn those sweet GPs to help level your guild up. So make sure you're doing these every day. Now, let's take, for example, we're going into the snow-based support. On the right-hand side, you're going to see rewards. This is showing you what exactly you're getting. Now, when you click the dispatch button, it's going to take you to another screen showing you conditions on how you can get more of a higher star level, which in turn will give you a higher success. On the bottom, you can always click auto team, and auto normally will give you something good. Unfortunately for mine, it doesn't select the Star Force Megaman with 0 stars, but that's because he's currently dispatching another bounty. So you are going to want to be mindful of where you're putting your resources and where your characters are currently going. On the right hand side, you can click the plus button and you can get yourself a support character. Now you're able to use up to 3 a day. There are 6 bounties, so you got to select where you'd like to use them. These are great ways to fill in little gaps of your team if you need additional support or need additional help. Now you can always spend EM to do a quick completion by spending 25 to get it done, or you can just wait out the hour till it gets done. That's gonna be it for the video, guys. Thank you guys for watching this video. Please hit that like button if you found this useful, and make sure to subscribe to see more videos like this. Seeing that subscriber count go up really motivates me to make more videos. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you again next time.